So you're in uni, you want to build your CV, you want to build your experience, but you don't know which experience to prioritize or how to prioritize your time at uni. In this video, we are going to talk about how best to position your CV and the best experiences along the way. What is going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you that are new here, my name's Afsal Hussain, and today we're going to be talking about the best to worst types of experience for your CV. Because as you know, your CV is, when you're in uni, when you're applying to banks and consulting firms and all of that, 5% is going to talk about your grades and the rest of your CV is going to talk about your experience, right? So you need to get good experience and position it appropriately so that it stands out in your spring week applications, internship applications and graduate scheme applications. But without any further ado, let's get straight to it. The best type of experience that you can get is relevant experience. Now this goes without saying, it's the hardest to get. However, relevant experience is the best because it shows the employer or the person reading your CV, this person has been proactive in getting experience that is related to our industry or our company, and it just sets you apart from everyone else. So when I say relevant experience, I mean if you're applying to an investment bank or a consulting firm, you've got relevant experience in the form of an internship at another investment bank or another division within an investment bank or that investment bank. You've got a spring week or outside experience, whether that's finance related, like you've worked in a bank or whatever it might be, it's relevant to the industry you're applying to. So that's relevant experience. The reason why that stands out and it's great, as mentioned before, proactivity, relevant, and it allows you to talk in interviews and in your cover letter, for example, specifically about what you learned on that experience and how you can tie that to your application for the related role. So previously interning at JP Morgan within the investment banking division, I've learned blah blah blah. This has made me attracted to wanting to apply to the investment banking division at so and so company. Having spent time at a boutique consulting firm, I realized that I was suited to consulting, and so this is why I'm applying to PwC or Bain, etc, etc. Relevant experience gives you more to talk about and it shows you, or it positions you well for the roles you apply to. So that's the best type of experience. Then the second type of experience that you should prioritize on your CV if you don't have relevant experience is going to be irrelevant experience. Irrelevant experience could be working as a barista at Starbucks. It could be working at a retail outlet. Whatever it might be, it's irrelevant, but that doesn't matter. You're a student, you're a graduate. Employers don't expect you to have all the experience in the world. What is important about irrelevant experience is that the skills you learn are relevant to the roles you're going to apply to, right? So even if you're a barista at Starbucks, it's not the same as working for an investment bank or a consulting firm, but you still develop key competencies and skills like teamwork, interpersonal skills, communication, attention to detail, analytical skills, leadership, so on and so forth. All of those skills that I've just mentioned are relevant for an analyst or an intern at an investment bank or someone working at a consulting firm. So irrelevant experience is very good. Don't disregard it. A lot of you don't include it in your CVs because you think that it's not relevant to the role you're applying to. You shouldn't do that. Make sure you put it on your CV, and then it's all about positioning yourself, positioning that experience in the appropriate way for your application. So if you're applying for a trading role, you're going to know that on the trading floor it's intense. You're going to want to display that you can cope under pressure. So you would touch on your irrelevant experience at a time when you had to cope under pressure. So if you're working in Starbucks during the Christmas period, it's extremely busy. You had to manage your time, you had to manage your team, you had to work together as part of a team, and you had to handle stress and pressure in that pressurized working environment. This you can write on your cover letter or your CV, and it shows that you understand what it's like on the trading floor. So it's all about positioning yourself. And then the third, I don't want to say worst because all type of experience is good. The third work experience, so you've got the best, relevant, second best, irrelevant, positioned in the right way. And then third, last but not least, you've got extracurricular activities and voluntary work. So this is stuff like being parts of societies at university or doing voluntary work outside of university. These are all good and you should definitely have some of these to talk about. But I've definitely put relevant and irrelevant experience ahead of them. Now, one point to note, if you're in uni and you have no experience whatsoever, join a society. Now don't, and I say this all the time when I'm doing presentations to universities and doing talks to students, don't just be a member of a society. Anyone can sign up and be a member. It doesn't really add much value, right? You want to be a committee member. You want to have a role as a leader of a society. So you want to be in a leadership position. You want to be head of marketing. You want to be the president. You want You want to have an active role as part of a society because it gives you more to talk about, and it's not as easy as signing up as a member. It just looks more impressive. So if you can do that, it allows you to talk more on your CV, on your cover letter, about your role and how it's developing your other soft skills. It just gives you more to talk about. So in that order, best to worst: relevant experience, irrelevant experience, and then extracurricular and voluntary activities or experience. Some of you are probably watching this and you're wondering, I haven't got any of those. You have to start now from the bottom upwards. For those of you that have a mix of all three, then it's all about positioning them in the best way forward. I slept awkwardly, so my shoulder and my neck is killing me. But anyway, what else? If you how should I end this video? If you aren't subscribed already, do consider subscribing to the channel. Turn on post notifications so you never miss an upload. And let me know in the comments what future videos you'd like to see from me. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.